Welcome. I'm excited to be able to walk you through today how to update, how to customize, personalize your digital business card that TeamStream Solutions is sharing with you. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's go over to Canva and walk through some steps for how you can really make this digital business card your own. So we have given you two different digital business cards options here. We've got our first one, and then if you notice down here, there's a second one as well. Okay, these are both completely customizable. You can do so much to make these really speak to you, speak to your brand, and share that with your current clients, potential clients, etc. So for today, I'm going to be editing this first version of our digital business card, but please know that when we edit the QR code, the buttons, etc., it's the exact same steps over here on this second version as well. So first, let's go ahead and let's update our name. So we're going to go ahead and put in a first and last name in here for you. Now, if you put in your name and you feel like it looks a little small, right? It was the shorter than the whole first last name thing. You can go ahead and drag and drop the boxes so that you can make that first name bigger, or you're also welcome to click the increase font size button up here and it'll change it as well. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing with the last name. We're going to move it over here, make it just a little bit bigger so that it just kind of fits the space nice and well. Okay. All right. I kind of like that. So we'll leave that there. So once you have your name updated, then you want to go ahead and put in your information about your business. Okay. We've already got one in here for a skincare makeup business coach. So we're going to leave that for today, but you want to make sure to put in the information that's represents you and your brand in there. Next is the QR code that we see right here. Now, this particular QR code is not going to take you anywhere. It's just a placeholder for you to put in a actual QR code. So let's walk through how we put a QR code in there. You're going to want to, on the left-hand side, click on Apps. Once you click on Apps up in the search bar, you can type in QR code. All right. Once you've searched for QR code, you'll see that there's a lot of apps that pop up for a QR code generator. For this time, we're just going to use this very first one, QR code, up at the top. Now in the URL, you want to type in where you would like that QR code to take your client. For today, we're going to do teamstreamsolutions.com. And then you can customize the code if you wanted by changing the colors, but we're just going to click Generate Code. And now we've got a new QR code. So we can click on this one. That's just our placeholder. And we can click the little trash can and delete that one. And then go ahead and move this one into that spot. Now you might notice it's a little big. Again, just grab the corner and you can make it smaller so that it fits the space well. All right. Now that we have our QR code, we want to update these buttons that we've got here. So we've put in some options for you, such as the claim your freebie, contact me, visit my site, shop with me, join my team. But you can absolutely update these to what would be current or correct or what you would like for your brand. So for example, if you wanted, instead of visit my site, for them to be able to book with you, you could say book with me. And they can click that and you can have it linked to your calendar, for example, or to the booking section on your website specifically. Okay, so very customizable with what you can do with these buttons. Now, how do we link them is the next thing. So for example, the shop with me, you want to go ahead and click that. And then you're going to click the three dots on the right-hand side and you want to find where it says link and click that. Then up here, you're going to type in the URL for where you would like this to link to. For this example, again, we're going to go to teamstreamsolutions.com. All right. And now you can see we've got our link right here. And you'll notice that our font now is underlined because the hyperlink is within there. Okay, so you can go ahead and do that. It's the exact same process with all the buttons. So if you have a form that you've created within TeamStream Solutions, you can link that. Again, your calendar. Then we have the Contact Me. This one's kind of fun. When you click on it, you'll notice that we already have a link set up for you within there. This one takes it where when they tap it, it opens up your phone number so that they can call you, right? So when you click edit link, you can just go ahead right within here and you could type in your phone number. You want to make sure to include your full phone number with no spaces. Now, the other option here is that if you wanted them to be able to contact you via email instead of phone, you can type in mail to colon and then your email address. This way, when they click it, it'll open up an email for them to send to you. So you really have two great options here. You can either do mail to colon and they'll be able to contact you via email, or if you do tel, T-E-L, colon, and then your phone number, no spaces, they can contact you via over the phone. Okay, so those are those buttons. Also, if you didn't want one, like maybe you only need 4 links instead of 5, you can go ahead and click them and then click the trash can and get rid of one of those buttons. And now you just have 4. All right, so lots of options within this business card. And lastly, for the buttons and the links is we've got our social media platforms down here at the bottom. Now we've included a Facebook, an Instagram, and TikTok. You can update these to whichever social media platforms you're using currently. Maybe it's LinkedIn, maybe it's Twitter, whatever you want to be able to share with your clients and customers is what you want to do there. But how we link them is you want to go ahead and click the circle and then click those 3 dots again and link. And then for this one, I actually have over here in notes our Facebook for TSS. And so that's what I'm going to link. So I'm going to click those 3 dots, click link, and then I'm just going to paste that Facebook link right in there. And now I'm going to click done and I can see my link. Okay. Lastly, we want to update this image, right? You want it to be an image of you. So we're going to go ahead and delete this image. And then you want to update an image that you have of yourself. And so let's say maybe this was your image. You can go ahead and put this on here and then stretch it. Let's make it a little bit bigger, right? And then finally, what we want to do is you want to click on the edit button up at the top, and then you want to click on background remover. And now we have that no background image of you. You can go ahead and kind of put it where you want it on the business card, right? You could make it a little bit bigger still if you wanted. Okay, so just fit it where you like it, how you want it to look. The other thing about the image, though, is that you'll notice that we have this box that shows the original size of the image, and that's going over some of our buttons and our logos. And you'll notice that, especially with our social media, they don't highlight, right? You don't see that little box over here. So what you want to go ahead and do is click the side and slide it over so that it's not on top of your social media logos. So see now how we can see that little box highlight around them. We want to make sure we're able to access those. So be sure to just slide that boundary over to the left so you're able to access those. You can also customize the background if you wanted for this. So we have kind of a great gradient that's a little orange and purple, but if you click it, you'll notice it has background color up here, and you can click that and then you could change it to maybe a solid color if you wanted. Or if you scroll down, Canva has some gradients that they offer for you to be able to use. So you could kind of play around, use the colors that are again on brand with your brand, and really customize this so that it speaks to you, speaks to your customers. Okay, so we've got that. Maybe we'll leave it at that one for this one. So now that this one's all edited, I'm just going to go over one thing that would be different if you're editing this second business card. So if you want to change the color, first of all, you just want to click the background, and you'll notice up here, you'll see that little light pink color in the background. If you click on that, you can then change the color, and you'll see you get some different colors going on within that. Okay, so that's one way you could change the color there. Then the other thing is that you'll notice our image is different. In our last one, we deleted the background and it was a full half body, right, image. With this one, it's more for just a headshot. So if you have an image that you want to use that's just more of a headshot, you can go ahead and upload that. And then you just want to go ahead and click it and hold on to it and then drag it over to the circle, and you'll see it'll just pop right in there. Okay, and so now we've updated our image to be different in this one. All the rest of the updates are the same with adding the links and changing the buttons and doing the QR code. But those are the two ways to change the background and update your image on this second business card. Now, most importantly, how do we share this, right? You want to be able to share it with your customers, with your clients, with potential clients, right? That's the whole purpose of the digital business card. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I recommend renaming this to your brand. So we're going to go Jane's digital business card. You could have your brand name there, totally up to you, but change the name of that. And then you want to pick one of these two options. Okay, so we're going to go with that first one. So we're going to click on the second page and we're going to actually click these three dots down here and just go ahead and click delete page. Now we've only got one page. So you just want one page for your digital business card. That way it's easy for them to be able to click all those links. Now, how you're going to share it is you want to share a public view link. So up in the right-hand corner, you click the share button, and then you're going to click public view link right here. Once you do that, it'll say create public view link. And now you can click copy link. Okay, once your link is copied, you want to go ahead and open up a new browser and we're going to do open link in new tab, and you'll be able to see that business card in that new browser. And this is how your potential clients, your clients would be able to see this. And then you want to go ahead and make sure that all those links are working. So for example, with the shop with me, when we click on that, it goes to our Teamstream Solutions page. And then down here, we can check that Facebook link. It takes us to our Facebook page. So great options here. Our links are all working, and now you're welcome to go ahead and share it with your clients. I hope this tutorial was helpful and that you're able to go on and customize and create your own digital business card, connect with new potential clients. And we look forward to seeing you more at Teamstream Solutions.